Good to see you back, guys. Once again, I'm back with a new tutorial related JavaScript. And in this tutorial, we are going to learn JavaScript functions with parameters. In our previous tutorial, we learned how we can print this tree statement multiple times using function. Just we need to create the function and then we need to call the function. But every time I want some little changes when I call the functions. For that, we have functions parameter. Let's try to understand it. As you can see in this example, we create two variables, x and y, and we set x value 12 and y value 17. Then we addition these two values in our document. But if we need to do the same job with different value, in that case, we need to write this 3 line again. Here we just change the variable value, nothing else. To resolve this kind of problem, we are going to create a function where we can pass parameter. So here you can see we create a function which is name. And here we take two variables named a and b. Both the variables are parameter. And after get the value from the parameter, we can add these two values in our document. But when we need to call the function, with that we need to pass two values. In our case, a value and b value, 19 and 80. Not only that, also we can pass variable name. In our case, x and y. X value is 19 and y value is 80. So basically, I want to say we can use this function multiple times with different value. So let's see the syntax, how we can type in JavaScript. At first, we need to type function keyword. Then we need to take a function name. You can take any name. Then we need to take the parameters. Inside the round braces, we can take variables for parameters. You can take multiple parameters as much you want. And then inside the curly braces, according to the parameter type and value, you can run any statement. You can calculate any statement, you can print any statement. You can do anything you want. And when you need to call the function, just you need to type function name and then you need to pass argument 1 and argument 2. You can pass directly a argument value, otherwise you can take any variable name as argument. So whatever value we pass in argument 1, it goes to the parameter 1. Similarly, for argument 2. Whatever value we pass in argument 2, it goes to the parameter 2. So without wasting your time, let's start the practical and see how it's works. Here you can see side by side I open my Visual Studio Code editor and my browser using Live Server extension, and I already create index.html file. So at first I'm going to create a function. For that, first we need to use function keyword, function, and our function name is hello. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to take two parameters. Our first parameter is fname and our second parameter is lname. Fname stands for first name and lname stands for last name, otherwise surname. Then inside the curly braces, I'm going to print document dot write. Inside the round braces, I want to print a statement. Inside the double quotes, I'm going to type hello. Then plus sign, and I'm going to call our first parameter, otherwise our first variable, fname. Then plus sign, our second variable, lname. Then semicolon to end this line. And also, if you want space between name and surname, you need to add another concatenation sign, and between them I'm going to use double quotes. Also, I'm going to use a space inside the double quotes. Now, let's call the function. So here I'm going to type hello. Then inside the round braces, we need to pass total two arguments. In our first argument, we need to pass first name. And I'm going to pass add 1. Then we need to use comma. And in our second argument, we need to pass last name, which is range. Then semicolon to end this line. If I set this file, here you can see it print hello add 1 range. If you notice, you can see there is no space between hello and add 1. So for that, we can provide a space after hello. If I set this file, now you can see it print hello add 1 range. But what if we do not pass one argument? Let me show you. If I remove range and then set this file, here you can see it print hello add 1, then it's print undefined. It means our second parameter do not get any value. And if I remove both the argument and then set this file, now you can see hello undefined. To resolve this kind of problem, we can set default value in our parameters. Let me show you. So here we are going to pass a default value. Sname equal to, inside the double quotes, I'm going to type name, and lname equal to, inside the double quotes, I'm going to pass surname. So if I save this file, as you can see, by default, it's print hello, name, surname. So if user forgot to provide parameter, then in that case, it's going to print the default one, name and surname. But if users pass their name, let me show you. So here I'm going to type first name Will, and second name after comma inside the double quote Smith. If I save this file, now you can see it's print hello Will Smith. Basically, parameter override the default value. So I hope now it's little clear for you how we can use parameter with functions. And now I'm going to call this function multiple times. So in this statement, I'm going to concatenate a break tag plus inside the double quotes br. And I'm going to duplicate this line, hello. And in this function, I'm going to pass a different name and surname. And here I'm going to pass Steve Smith. If I save this file, now you can see in our second line, it's print hello Steve Smith. Not only that, also we can execute calculation using function. For that, I'm going to create another function. So here I'm going to type function keyword. Function, and our function name is sum. Then inside the round braces, I'm going to take two parameters, A and B. Then I'm going to type document dot write. Inside the round braces, I'm going to add these two parameters, A plus B. Then semicolon to end this line. And now I'm going to declare two variables. Our first variable is x. So here I'm going to type var x assign with 23. Then I'm going to duplicate this variable, and our next variable is y 30. And now I want to call this function, our sum function, sum. Then inside the round braces, here I want to pass two variable name as an argument, x, comma, y. Then semicolon to end this line. If I save this file, as you can see in my browser, it's print 53. In our previous function, we directly pass the value. But in this function, we set the value in a variable, then we pass the variable as an argument. So I hope now it's completely clear for you how we can use parameter with functions. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for our next tutorial.